All right. Another day, another feeding. And we got Zombie on today, too. See if I can get her in here without my phone freaking out. Or me having to do, aggressive texting. Come
Boo.
on. Ah! What do I get? I gotta change the layout. Layout.
Finally able to drink my coffee.
Right.
Hot for a little while.
I thought about making coffee this morning, but then, things happen. I was just like, I don't feel like it now.
Yeah. What?
Oh, she knows. She always knows.
You want up here? Want up here? Come here.
Joey, you want to help me get out old, gross food from this enclosure? Right, I gotta poke some butts.
Ow.
Not your butt, Joey. Oh, Joey. Someone's being a massive bugaboo.
That somebody's name is Joey.
Gotta keep. Oh, really? I tried to take out an old piece of food, and one of the smaller males decides he wants to hitch a ride. Meow. Oh, it's one of the October babies. It's one of the little ones. He must have just molted not too long ago because he's small, but he has horns.
No. Don't do that.
Go back in there. They're fine. I'll use my hands. There we go. Keep a tiny bit of this food in here for the springtails. Which, speaking of, you have not had any luck with springtails.
No, it's like, I mean, the thing arrived from Josh's Frogs, and there was like no springtails. Literally no springtails in that entire culture. Like, I mean, even if the springtails had died, you would think you would see dead springtails.
Right, you'd see little springtail corpses, but no, you haven't even seen that.
No, I haven't. Like, I'm getting another one from Josh's Frog. If this one's a dud too, I am swearing off getting springtails from Josh's Frogs.
Yeah, I mean, I've already had that one faux pas with the bee, the hisser, who died within 24 hours of getting here. Meow. Oh, I hit the light.
What? Stop.
Joey.
Not in the mood. Rainbow Mealworm has springtails. I should have ordered from them.
Oh yeah, great products, as you can see. For under $20, you too could have 120 hissers just off the accident. Yeah, today they're getting a lot of food today.
They're sold out, so I wouldn't have been able to get any anyway.
Everybody's getting a lot of food today because they'll actually eat it, so. Where do I put? Right, orange goes there. Now I get to feed the baby hissers, the little memes. See if I can find Tinkerbell. And see if anyone else has gotten big enough to move yet. Oh, we have a contender who's big enough to move. Oh, you see little Tinkerbell? He's so tiny.
Well, can we get an update on Tinkerbell?
Tinkerbell looks exactly the same. Still spunky, but still very small. But I have a baby here that is able to move up to the big enclosure. It's a little boy that's able to move up. See if I can get. It's a little boy that's able to move up with his brothers.
Well, yay!
Here you go. Go eat some food. Or go hide.
Yep.
Actually, since I have a tripod now, excuse the mess on the floor, but there's little Tinkerbell right there, right next to one of the siblings.
Yaw.
Mm-hmm. Me.
Is that so, Joe?
Yes. See if there's anyone else that's big enough to move. Oh, geez. Something's moving around underneath my hand. Okay, it's just one of the babies. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, some of the January babies have molted. They're still small, but they molted.
Nice, nice, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, make sure to move Lucille into the baby bin.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do that later today. Because by my luck, what are you boys doing? Really? Stop fighting. I look away for 2 seconds. Y'all are being buggers.
What?
All right, get some of this old stuff out.
Your breath. Your breath.
Good old stinky kitty breath.
Mm-hmm. God, that person last night.
Right.
They ended up blocking me, apparently.
We got contenders for the apple.
Oh, no.
See if we can. There we go. Right as I move the camera away, someone goes after the orange. Well, right now it's apple time.
Eat a bug.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the baby bin does not need this much cilantro, so I know who will eat this cilantro because they love cilantro. I mean, same to an extent.
They're just like going ham on that apple.
Oh yeah, for some reason, like apples and oranges are like their absolute favorite.
That checks out.
Which, speaking of picking out, so Miss Zombie here is not only getting one hisser from me, she's going to be getting 2 hissers.
Mm-hmm.
So she has Princess Peach, but she also has a Princess Daisy now.
Yeah, because I sort of like came upon the realization that they do better when they're in a social setup. Because like both Princess Peach and Princess Daisy, once they have another hisser with them, they're fine.
Oh yeah, because both of them. Well, Peach is not as squirrely as Daisy. Daisy is squirrely.
Yeah. Better not throw up on me.
Yep.
I just felt like a
Oh geez, so I'm gonna move the camera over to where the males are over here with the orange, if you could see them.
Oh, yum yum yum.
Oh yeah, they love their apples. They love their oranges.
Princess Daisy is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of reminds me of a bumblebee, doesn't she, Joe? And she's really easy to tell apart from Princess Peach.
Right. Hey. Oh, hello. Hey, Lisa. How you doing? I think this is the first time I've ever seen you in one of my lives. All right. Trying to position everything. There we go. Back to the consuming of the apple.
Yes.
Because the boys do love their sweets.
Would you say they love the sweets more than the girls?
I would actually say so, yeah. The girls will actually go over. Oh, I just looked up at the Exoterra. The ladies are going ham on the lettuce.
Of course.
Mm-mm. Oh no! Oh, okay. He flipped himself back over. I'm like, oh no, we have a casualty.
Oh no!
Someone turtled. Yeah, this is always a fun stream, especially if I have the hissers out.
You should
Or
do one of. You should do one of the girls sometime.
yeah, I just have to figure out how to. Oh, good. Hi, Judy. Big old Judy on the glass. But I just have to figure out how to finagle this tripod to get a good angle of the females. Their favorite food? I've noticed they really like apples, oranges. They will absolutely go insane for cilantro, which is funny, which is really funny.
I mean, I do too. No joke. Sometimes when I had like period cravings, I would literally like eat a bundle of cilantro like a cow.
I've done that with basil. Just like rum, rum, rum.
Mm-hmm. With the basil.
Oh, we have more takers over here. Gonna do the electric slide over this way. There we go. No escapees. There you go. The one that like fucking beat it into the frame. That was the one that was trying to be an escapee. So I poked him on the butt. And he ran.
What?
Oh geez, I just lifted up a coconut half and the coconut half came alive.
Oh no.
Everybody and their mother was underneath that coconut half. It kind of makes me almost forget how many histories I really have until I see all of them. It's like, holy shit.
Well, you might get more.
Yep. Oh, Valentino, come here. Boy, don't you hiss at me. It's like the boys are definitely more vocal than the girls. Really? Well, there's Valentino right here. He's being a little butt, so.
He's like, eh.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, these are 1000% cuter than I would say like the American roaches or like the German roaches you see like in houses.
I just called those house cockroaches.
Yeah, because they're found in houses. But Lisa, these guys come from Madagascar, so they're actually an old world species of roach, and they get pretty big. Zombie can attest to this, but I have a female named Judy after Judy Garland, and she is massive.
You better not get into my lap. I am literally about to get up. Of course. She has impeccable timing, Joey.
And then we have adorable little males like this who decide to climb on my hand. Right here, go eat with your brothers.
He's like, no.
Mm-hmm.
What? Stop.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's actually species of roaches like me and Zombie have talked about this, but there's a species of roach in Australia called the Australian burrowing roach. They're actually the heaviest roach on the planet, and they're actually prone to obesity, so they can get really fat.
It's true.
Okay, so they have the capability to bite because they have mouths.
Your face juices.
Don't listen, Zombie. Why the misinformation? Damn it! But they do have the capability to bite. But they're not known to bite.
I don't know. Maybe Joey will be useful as a heating pad.
Oh yeah, for your cramps.
Yeah, I had some hellacious cramps last night. Like for me to actually like dream about how much pain I'm in, I have to be in a severe level of pain.
Right. Oh, I found Mr. Vegas. I found Elvis.
Elvis the Roach.
Yeah, for the most part, my hissers are very used to me, even the ones that are downright psycho. It's like for the most part, they are used to me. They're used to being handled and whatnot. The boys though are a little bit more anal than the girls. You know,
Yeah.
they got. Oh, believe it or not, he's not my biggest. I have males bigger than him, and I have females bigger than him too. But most of my hissers, the ones I at least use or plan on using for animal ambassador work, have old Hollywood names. Like we have Elvis, Elvis Presley, Judy Garland, Valentino for Rudolph Valentino.
Even
Lucy,
Tinkerbell is like old Hollywood, technically.
oh yeah, old school Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Lucille for Lucille Ball, Carolyn for Carolyn Jones. We have a little Clark Gable in here too. He's somewhere in the midst of the chaos. I usually try to make it a point that whichever hisser is giving me the hardest time, I will usually hold them until they calm down. But Elvis is doing pretty good. Elvis, Mr. Vegas being a high roller.
I thought you said they were going to start taking Princess Peach and Princess Daisy to events too.
I am. I'm not taking males and females together for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But I'll probably take females for the first one, and so they'll probably be on the roster.
Because especially Princess Daisy needs some habituating.
Yeah, she's a little ornery. She has
A little squirrely.
Yeah, she had another nickname before she had the name Daisy. Because she would act a little too crazy, and I would just call her she bitch. But she is no longer she bitch. She is Princess. Make him a sparkly jacket. Yes, get him some rhinestones.
Yes.
I mean, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. No.
What are you doing? Why do you have to sniff everything?
Cats.
Cats.
Mm-hmm.
The worst they can do is ignore you. No.
Oh no, they can do a lot more worse. I don't even own a cat. I know
More than just ignore you.
that. Mm-hmm.
Somebody called me. Oh.
Elvis, why do you have your butt in the air? What are you trying to do? I know that there's hot, I know there's hot ladies upstairs, meaning the top of the rack system, but
No, he's doing the hip wiggle thing.
oh no, he actually isn't. He has his butt curled up in the air, which from what I noticed, they do that when they're trying to release pheromones for ladies. Now he's not doing it because I called him out.
He's like, I'm not spraying my cologne everywhere.
Mm. They do, honestly, Lisa. They are spoiled to hell. They are really spoiled the house.
Oh yeah.
Like I've had family members like see like the posts I make about their food, and they're like, "Wow, they eat better than I do." I had a sibling tell me this too.
Would you stop sniffing everything? You're not a dog.
Oh my god, Joey.
I still think one day we just need to do a live stream of Joey.
Right. That'll be the first live stream we do when I'm able to come and visit. I'll just have the camera directed at Joey, and Joey can just meow the whole time.
Yes. I still think that I should try see if I can get her into advertising.
Right, like she'd be perfect for like a Meow Mix commercial or something.
Right. You could be a Halloween commercial.
Right, Meow Mix, spooky kitty food.
Scary spaghetti.
Scary spaghetti.
Oh, cramp.
Oh no.
Joey, please be a heating pad.
Yeah, that's the fun part about hissers. Once they're used to being handled, they are complete doll babies. Like, hey, don't you start, because I put my hand down. But they can be real doll babies once they're used to being handled, and they don't even really have a top speed. Like Zombie has seen one of my, like you saw, I think Daisy Bolt, and even Daisy bolting isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's just that when they're
What up,
little
Joe?
babies, that's when it's bad.
I'll get myself some more coffee.
With some coffee.
I gotta get myself some coffee.
I'm over here moving the camera all over the place because I want everybody to see how adorable you guys are. Move back over here a little bit because I'm never satisfied with the angles for the hissers because I want to get the best angles.
Strike a pose.
Right, exactly. Strike a pose. Oh, geez, I would have to jerry rig something to get this phone to run for 24 hours. But that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, if this wasn't my primary phone that actually like then I would definitely do like a 24-hour like live stream of the hissers.
I would say use your old phone, but your old phone has a problem keeping charge, right?
Yeah. Oh, the only reason why the lighting is good is that I'll pan this up. That is a heat lamp. And the lid is off. That's why I'm sitting right here with them. So there's no escapees. But that is a heating lamp that can hold heating bulbs up to 120 watts, I want to say. But it can get fairly toasty. But I normally have a lid on this, and I'll turn the lamp down a little bit so it doesn't melt the lid. Which, pro tip, don't try that at home. The only reason why I do is because I don't have a spare heating pad for these guys, so I just kind of use a spare lamp. I'm just very careful about it.
Yeah, and I would like to say that arthropods are more tolerant of heat than or temperature changes and low temperatures than reptiles ever are.
Yeah. Like technically you could keep hissers at room temperature and they're pretty much fine, but my home can get very cold during the winter, so I don't feel comfortable with them getting too chilly. So it's more like supplemental heat. It's like they don't need it to live, but it's always good to have that supplemental heat.
Oh, for sure. You know, my office is the warmest room in my house, and so that's where I keep all my reptiles. Well, except for Cass. Cass is kept in my bedroom because he's still in quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys are wondering why he's been kept in quarantine for so long, I am very careful about my animals.
Mm-hmm. It's just good husbandry, you know?
It is. It's good practice. I mean, technically, you can get away with like 60 days of quarantine, but I generally like to go the full 90. Excuse me.
Does she want to go back?
Yeah, I give you permission.
Oh, really, Elvis? That was graceful.
Ah, cats.
Right.
Give me kiss. Holy cramps.
Well, hi, Valentino. You actually no, that was Elvis. I saw the head. I was like, wait, is that Valentino? Then I saw the abdomen. I'm like, nope, that's Elvis. Dark abdomen. Don't you all fight. Uh, the upside and the downside of having male histers together. One, yes, they will spar each other slash fight, but it's nothing too crazy. Like they're not going to kill each other. It's just more of a couple of head bonks, and they're on their way.
And the Angie twerk.
Oh yeah, like they will take their abdomen, raise it up, and just start shaking it violently. Like you actually might see it on camera. It's actually kind of funny to watch. Just
It
the
is
Angie
funny.
twerk.
I call it the Angie twerk.
Mm-hmm. When headbutt don't work, twerk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, tarantulas can move extremely fast.
Oh yeah, they can bolt, especially old world tarantulas. They can fucking bolt.
Generally, old world tarantulas are for looking only.
Yeah, they're the display tarantula. The new worlds are the ones you could handle a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd think that such a large, spider wouldn't be able to move that quickly. Nope, they can move that fast.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 minute they're on your hand, the next they're on your shoulder.
In the business, we call that teleporting.
Mm-hmm. You're not Howie, they're fuzzy.
They're fuzzy babies. Even
Mm-hmm.
though we're part of that niche that thinks every creepy crawly is adorable.
Except for you, centipedes.
Yeah, old world centipedes especially are scary.
Would you stop? You keep trying to claw my boob, I'm going to kick you off.
Joey, you need to stop abusing your mama. Oh, I think we have exclusive Apple Cam again.
I know.
I love this little tripod because I can get good angles without having to hold the phone the whole time. And it's only $8 on Amazon.
Ugh. $8.
Why are you all trying to cram underneath one coconut hide? There's plenty of oh my gosh. The joy of keeping male anything. They will try to assert dominance over the smallest piece of real estate.
I mean, old world centipedes aren't the only giant centipedes. There's also the Arizona giant centipede.
Oh yeah.
Centipede. Those ones are also like terrifying.
Yep. I know. She's like, whoa. Hey. No, escaping. I just had one male go up the side. I gently put my hand in front of him. He turned around. He's like, nope.
These buggy bugs.
Mm-hmm. Boogie Bug ASMR. I mean, I do have a couple of videos on my channel just of the hissers eating, and you could hear the little munches. It's kind of cute.
Oh, excuse me. I think my isopod culture is starting to take off at least.
Right, you don't have to worry about that. It's just the springtails are kind of giving you an issue.
Yeah. Annoying.
Meanwhile, like I checked on the springtails, like for example, in the baby enclosure, and they're already they're jumping. They've been jumping. Just speaking of,
Jump, jump.
it, I'm gonna spray down the substrate here a little bit because it dries out quicker than the other ones. So keep it a little moist.
Everything dries out here.
Yeah, you're in the Southwest, so you were in the dry.
Mm-hmm. But Castiel had his first complete shed, which is
I saw. I'm so proud of him. So proud of
I
baby boy.
know. He's doing so good.
I know versus his previous.
I don't understand why she was having so much trouble with him.
Right. No joke. If you do your homework with the species, then you should be fine on their care. I mean, just
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, she was like, you have to bathe him every single day, and I was like, why? And now I know why. Because she didn't take care of him properly.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, because of that, now he's blind in one eye.
Poor baby, but he's living his best life now.
Mm-hmm.
He probably has the funniest nicknames of all your snakes. It's just like, here's ramen, here's cup of ramen, bowl of ramen, chocolate thunder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he positively gleams now. Like it's taken a bit, but now he's like really, really super pretty. I wish I could like capture that on camera. It is so difficult to capture it on camera.
Right, especially for the rainbow boas are a little bit, or the Brazilian rainbow, I should say, is a little bit easier, but the Colombian rainbows are a little bit more difficult to capture.
Yeah, the Brazilian rainbow boas are more photogenic than the Colombians, but they're both about. I would say they're both about equally as rainbow.
Oh, it looks like a party in this bin. Because I did let them go an extra day with the other food to see if they would eat more of it, and they did. But I'm guessing it's just like the fresh food. They're like, oh, buffet's open. Ah!
Who's the one on top of the apple?
That one does not have a name. He's actually, I believe, one of the. Yeah, he looks like one of the October or January. But he's not one of the May babies, or he'd be a lot bigger.
What?
Oh yeah, Lisa, they absolutely love their food. They are little pigs.
Yeah, they're basically bug moos.
Oh my goodness, yes, bug moos.
Mm-hmm. Does that make isopods bug sheep?
Yes.
The bug bass.
All right, so soon you're gonna have a bug farm, just a general farm.
I mean, technically that's true.
Hashtag bug moos. I'm actually gonna. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put Lisa in timeout. Ah! I was trying to do something on my phone, but I might as well just do it on my computer.
Ugh.
But yes, they're absolutely little bug moos.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I did a experiment with them in 6th grade. We had a class experiment that involved hissers. Our hissers were a lot like squirrelier than yours.
Yeah. Probably because I work with mine a lot, so they're not as anal.
And they're not used to a ton of 6th graders having of messing with them.
Right. Oh. Actually, I hit the lamp. Ugh. I mean, like Lucille and Carolyn are used to children handling them, but they haven't been handled by children. all winter for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But they're being retired because they're both little old ladies now.
Mm-hmm.
And so Judy is taking the leadership of being an animal ambassador, along with some of her sisters and brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Lisa. That it's like almost like ASMR to watch the hissers kind of do their thing.
Yeah, they're not like they're not like typical roaches at all.
Oh no.
I would say it's more like my main points of reference are reptiles.
Hmm.
I'd say it's more like watching blue tongue skinks.
Right. Which that'd be a fun lizard to have.
I know. I mean, assuming my situation that I'm in doesn't resolve, I will end up turning my entire office into an exotic slayer, and I want a skink.
Right. They're big old scaly sausages with little itty bitty legs.
Uh-huh. And they're really fun to feed.
Right. You can give them greens, bugs, eggs. Like it's like tegu but small.
Yes, it is like Tegu Mini.
The ultimate fu to the situation. You get a red Argentine tegu.
Oh my god, I would, but my cat.
Oh yeah, that too.
I don't want my cat turning into Tegu lunch.
Yeah, we don't need Wusset to get out.
Yeah.
And be like, ooh, kitty cat tacos.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh look, a dumpling.
Yeah, Joey's just a little dumpling covered in soy sauce.
Mm-hmm. Eating that too. Oh, she took her head in my chest. She's like, Mom,
Aww.
don't worry, I'm not gonna feed you to any tegus.
I mean, like, Argentine tegus are they're like monitor lizards, but they're in a whole different genus. They can get big enough to eat a domestic house cat. Yes, if they're let to eat a domestic house cat.
It's basically, reptiles are very food motivated.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And they're opportunistic hunters too.
They're opportunistic feeders, yep. And they can get big enough to eat a cat. They can't get as big as some monitor lizards can, but they can get pretty big.
They're not like Slinky from Camp Cannon, where Slinky could no doubtly eat a medium-sized dog with no problem if given the chance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're really nothing to be afraid of. Tegus are very, very friendly, but you really either you should keep them in an enclosure or just not have other pets.
Yeah,
or at least other free roaming pets. Because if I had a tegu, I would definitely give it the full run of the house. I can imagine somebody coming in and just being like, "What the hell is that thing?" I'd be like, "That's my dog."
Yeah, that's my dog. It's you just see big scaly lizards. Like, yeah, this is my dog. It's like your dog. Yeah, this is my Irish setter.
Yes, but that's my bulldog. His name.
Yeah, especially with those big old meaty jowls. Hell yeah.
But no, I would probably get a skink.
Because if by chance the skink gets loose, it's not going to be as a bad of a situation.
I mean, I suppose I could get a turtle, but I'm not as big a fan of turtles as I am lizards and snakes.
Yeah. I mean, if you want a reptilian cow, there you go, turtle and tortoise.
Yep. Oh, especially turtles.
Oh yeah.
Tortoise. so confusing. Like, sulcatas or Galapagos tortoises,
Right.
like literal cows.
Or you mean like 85% of Kennan's property?
Right.
Because he may as well just be a reptile moo farmer, just all of the tortoises.
Yes. Yeah, if I hadn't my exotics lair would have spiders, it would have the skink. I'm not sure about beardies because beardies to me sort of fall in the same category as ball pythons, where they're like deceptively difficult to keep.
Yeah, because you do have to have the right size enclosure for them. You have to make sure that they're that they will eat greens, because there are some beardies that are notoriously picky and they'll only eat insects.
Yeah.
So you got to get them eating greens too for that good diet. Hence why I feed my hissers the way I do, because a lot of folks who keep uh, feeder insects, which, yes, that's what a hisser is a feeder insect. It's meant to be fed to other animals.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of folks who have feeder insects, including hissers, will just feed them cat or dog food, or maybe just like one type of fruit, and that's it. Meanwhile, you set these guys loose in a grocery store, they're going right for produce because they know where the good shit is.
Mm-hmm. What was she doing letting a snake bite her in the face?
Yeah, what was she doing to, like, huh?
She's an idiot. Sorry, but she is.
We're both just like, what? How does that happen?
I mean, especially if you're dealing with large constrictors, you do not let them like zero in on your face.
Oh, yeah.
You redirect them.
Or you do like what the guys at Nerd do. They do that twirly dance to kind of
Mm-hmm.
redirect the snake.
Mm-hmm.
Or even monitor. They've done that with monitors too. Kind of redirect and divert the focus.
How big was this snake?
Zombie's like, I must know more. I must investigate this situation.
I mean, you have to realize that the face is a very vascular area. So a lot of stuff that happens there looks a lot worse than it actually is.
Oh yeah, the face, the skin, the scalp, and the hands and fingertips are usually are the most vascular. Like you get a little
Kind of
pinprick,
big?
it looks like you're dying.
Kind of big as in a corn snake, or kind of big as in a boa constrictor?
Yeah, it's like a normal person's description of kind of big is way different than our description of kind of big.
Yeah.
like Valentino's kind of big, and then you have Judy who's kind of big.
Mm-hmm. Not just that, but it's like, if somebody's scared of snake, there's like, there was this huge snake in my house, and it's a corn snake.
Right. Oh, that was that's a no. You don't know. You don't yank the animal out of your face either. That's gonna damage the snake and damage you more.
Yeah.
That's how you break teeth of the teeth of the snake, and also you could rip skin doing that.
Can rip skin, break the teeth of the snake. Generally, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to grab its head. And there's I can't describe it. I can do it if I'm like actively there. But generally, what you do is you grab the head of the snake and you do this maneuver that I know how to do. That forces them to let go. If it was a smaller kind of snake, that's no big deal.
Yeah, but if it's like something like a Burmese or a retic, then that's a lot.
Burmese, boa constrictor and imperator, retic, a lot of those like really large snakes. You never let them zero in on your face.
It's
You'll
like you think
notice you will notice any responsible snake owner when they have large constrictors like that. Every single time the snake like turns and like starts going towards their face, they immediately redirect the snake, because if that kind of thing happens, they might bite your face, and a snake that big that's not going to be a fun time for you.
And also, if it's a large constrictor like the BCI and above, if they bite you and they get a good grip on you, they're going to constrict around you because that could be a feeding response.
Yeah.
And then you're really in the hole there, especially if you're someone who is not used to handling snakes of that size. You're gonna panic, and that's gonna make a lot of things worse.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the really large ones, retics and berms, you're not supposed to handle those snakes without a helper.
Sorry, I don't understand, but I found something related. Do you want to know do snakes work alone?
No.
No, thank you.
Oh, Alexa's talking to you again?
Yeah.
See, that's the opposite of me. I remember one time at my cousin's house, my younger cousin saw like one of the green snakes, the green smooth snake, and she saw it in the bush. I immediately ran over there. She didn't tell me what kind of snake it was. She just saw a snake. I just ran over there, shoved my hand into the bush, pulled out the snake. I was like, "Oh, hello." For all I know, it could have been a copperhead. She just didn't know. Don't try that at home, kids.
Yeah, don't try that at home. I almost had my nose snapped off by a cottonmouth when I was a kid. I did also help a garter snake that was seriously injured. Like somebody had ran over it with their bike. And like I would have brought it home, but I already had a snake and I didn't want to introduce any like parasites or diseases to him. So I just picked it up and put it to the side.
Oh, angry twerk. Angry twerk, there it is. Angry twerk alert. But yeah, that was a little snippet of the angry twerk that we were talking about.
The thing I can't stand is wasps.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I'm definitely afraid of wasps. And I know you are too, wasps. You said not so much bees. I'm still terrified of bees.
Yeah, the bees in Washington State sort of helped me like calm down around bees, because they're just so, and especially the bumblebees there, they're just so stupid.
I mean, I'll admit the carpenter bees are so derpy. Like they just boing boing. Oh, sorry, boing. Like run into you.
I remember there was a bumblebee at one point that was like kept running into the back door, just like bonk, 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 bonk.
Yeah, they're not very bright.
And so you're just sort of like, how could something this derpy and dumb like have malicious intent?
Hey, you two need to stop doing that on screen. I realize you guys are boys and you're hormonal, but come on now. Are you done? Nope. Y'all gonna get me canceled on YouTube. Get.
But wasps? No. Absolutely not. Especially when you've grown up in like Texas and Oklahoma. The wasps there are a special kind of angry.
Right.
Like they are vicious. Especially the red ones. And the red ones are huge.
Hell no.
I think they're like 2 inches long. Maybe like 1.5 inches. And they're chili pepper red and they have black wings.
If you ever want proof that the devil exists, look at the red wasp.
Yup.
And look at like old world centipedes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if Satan could take a millipede and twist it and torture it, you have a centipede.
Yep. Same with bees. Same with bees and wasps. I actually did accidentally touch a red wasp at one point.
Oh God.
Because it was like I was like the front door to my parents' house had one of those handles where you wrap around and like then open the door.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed the handle and I felt something really scaly behind, on the inside of the door handle. And next thing I know, this big red wasp comes crawling out from behind the like door handle and flew right at my face.
Yeah, my soul would have left my body.
My soul left my body, and my parents literally had to go out and like look for me because I refused to go in the house all day.
Mm.
Like I literally like hid. Like I think I got home at like noon that day, and I was out until my parents came looking for me at like 5 p.m.
Jeez.
So I was like,
I remember the last time I had to do like an animal rescue at my job. One of the cleaners, it was funny as hell because he knows I handle exotics and wildlife, and he comes over to me. He's like, "Hey, there's a big old praying mantis over by the machine over here." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "All right," and I follow him over. It's a big old like green like giant ass katydid. I'm like, "Dude, do you not know what a praying mantis looks like?" He's like, "I don't know what the fuck it looks like." I'm like, why did you assume it's a praying mantis? He's like, "I don't know, it's a bug." I'm like, really, dude?
God.
And then I cupped the katydid in my hand and started doing the chirping. And he was like, "Hell no, I'm out of here." I'm like, "Don't you want to say hi?"
Oh my God. Even I'm not that bad. And I am not a fan of like buzzing insects. I can also tell what is a praying mantis and what is a katydid.
Right. Like that's like it's like it's common knowledge. It's like, do you know the difference between like let's say a bee and a butterfly?
Yeah.
It's like praying mantises are pretty well known. It's like I understand if you
looking animals.
right, like I understand if you don't know between species, like no one with common knowledge, no normal person's gonna know the difference between species, but you know at least what a praying mantis in general looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, just like hey, everybody knows what a cockroach looks like on general principle.
Mm-hmm.
That was just so funny. I'm like, dude, really? He's
Mm-hmm.
like, I know it's a bug. That's it. I'm like, if I bring a dog in here, are you gonna say it's a cat? And he just about fell over. I was like, yup, that's my logic right there.
Good gracious. People are so ignorant.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see a bug moo eating some greens.
I know, I see that too. I see two bugs.
Ooh. Oh yeah, because I'm looking through the viewfinder because the phone's blocking my view of them. Oh, there they are. Hello, boys. Ah, why is my phone going off?
Praying mantises, I mean, they can be intimidating, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're particularly like dangerous.
They are very smart and they're highly inquisitive.
They're very smart, they're highly inquisitive, but I wouldn't say they could do a tremendous amount of harm to you. But they are very intimidating, especially the larger ones.
that one unboxing video with Emily, the big mantis just like whips around and stares at her. And she's like, "Don't look at me like that."
It's just like whoosh.
Mm-hmm. And they're an insect that you could tell that they are watching you because their eyes follow.
Uh-huh. I mean, spiders are like that too, especially jumping spiders.
Jumping spiders are that one short with Kevin and the
I
jumping spider.
know.
Cute little fuzzy baby.
I know, it was so cute. Oh my goodness. There are smaller tarantulas that you can have too, like the jewel tarantula. Jewel tarantula is pretty small.
Oh yeah. There's
Really pretty.
there's one I believe called the Venezuelan something tiger, but it is a. Sir, why you gotta be that rude? But there's one like Venezuelan something tiger, but it's a smaller species too. But they look like little tigers.
Ow. I'm waiting for my cat heating pad to work. Oh, good gracious.
Ah, crap. All right, so I'm actually going to end the stream because something just came into my inbox on my phone.
Okay.